Hello and welcome to another episode of Deep Lore About Nothing. I'm Dennis, joined by the amazing and awesome KP and Misty and David, and I'm Dennis, and I'm done stealing gimmicks for the next half an hour. And we're here to review and go over and laugh at and reminisce all about the regulation/fuckface podcast. And we are up to episode, I believe, 19 and 20 of the original run of Fuckface.
Excuse me, Dennis. It's episode 16, actually.
Yeah, 16.
Well, 16 again. We haven't recorded in a while, but I believe I know where we're off.
No. Fuckface episode 16.
Yeah.
Nah,
16 again.
it's the Jeff. I'm doing the Jeff gag. Did nobody re-listen to these two episodes today in preparation for our recording besides me?
I re-listened to 20
I know Misty didn't because she doesn't listen to the episodes. She's just
Fresh
a producer.
takes.
She doesn't have to.
Takes.
Don't call me out like that.
I mean, also, I'm gonna call you out like that because we discussed it prior to the podcast.
I know, but easy there. Snitches get stitches.
Fuck it.
That's okay.
I'm not that easily breakable.
Never mind.
Breakable, mendable. What's the difference?
I have so it's Andrew has the unbreakable nose, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I have a pretty unbreakable body. I haven't broken any bones since I was 3 or 4 maybe. I broke my ankle jumping off a dresser when I was that age.
I'm almost 30 and
But-
I've never broken a bone.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Neither have I.
I mean, 27 today, I think that's pretty good track record for not having broken up any bones again.
Speaking of, happy birthday again.
Thank you.
Happy birthday!
Let's join our amazing audience in wishing David a happy birthday, which by the time they hear this will be completely irrelevant and dated.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I mean, it'll only be dated by like 48 hours, maybe.
Okay,
Maybe.
so Sunday, April 26th.
Maybe. Sunday, April 26th was my birthday, folks.
Tell him happy
That was very
birthday
good.
and suck a dick.
And our gift to the audience is to review episodes 19 and 20 of Fuckface. And the
Whereas
first
Jeff
note
calls
I've
them
got,
episode 16 and 16.
yeah, it's a fun little running bit. My first note, though, is pretzel bun, bacon pub burger, and a frosty chino from Wendy's.
Oh.
So
Ooh, yeah.
I realized that I'm kind of a dummy and didn't really. I even listened to it again today and I realized that I've forgotten that they had started this particular episode super early, and then Gavin showed up halfway through the episode, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
And so my first note here says Jeff begins the episode by dogging on Gavin for the early on-time debate from the previous episode. And then I again remembered that Gavin wasn't even present for half of the episode.
This is kind of like the beginning of them doing pleasantries and talking, having an episode before the episode and
Yeah,
getting into the groove, as we sometimes do here.
Right.
absolutely.
And it turned into sort of a mini Fuckface Face Jam collaboration. And Fuckface Jam is kind of a great mashup of those two names, but if you were to mash up what they are
Face
now,
face.
regulation podcast with 100% eat.
100% regulation.
Yeah.
Well, geez, thanks for stealing my thunder, everybody.
Say if it's the regulation, the eat there.
The eat.
The-
If it makes you feel
Regulation
any better, Dennis,
100.
I didn't steal your thunder.
no, you're just borrowing it. And then I have here, Andrew might like pickles? Question mark.
And Andrew thinks that he maybe likes pickles because he accidentally bit into a hidden pickle in a burger. He didn't bite into a hidden pickle. He forgot to ask for no pickles.
So instead of
He even says it.
Oh, that's
It was
weird. I
hidden
don't
to
think
his
I hated
subconscious.
it. I don't think I hated it. Instead of let's try it again, it's nah, we'll save it for later. What?
Yeah, let's not today. What? Excuse me?
See, it wasn't that bad, but not today. That seems like the perfect opportunity to see if you like pickles there, sir.
But this is Andrew we're talking about.
I'm so aware.
And the rest of the team even questions him on, is there a pickle limit on burgers in Canada? And as an expert on this, I must say, not only is there not a limit on pickles here when it comes to like a topping on burger, one of the more famous slash infamous Canadian burger chains is a place called Harvey's. And they are very well known not only for their Harvey's sauce, but also for the massive slices of dill pickle that you can get on your burger. They cut them the long way. And you can not only get them on your burger, you can request to get slices of these pickles on the side, and they'll happily give it to you.
We've
It's
got a
not like
couple of
you can-
burger chains that do that.
It's not like you can go through a McDonald's drive-through and while you're there say, hey, put some, extra lettuce in a bag and give it to me. They'll look at you weird. But at Harvey's here, they're all about that shit.
It just reminds me of those series of videos where those guys with like the fucked up burgers, he's like, I asked for no pickles and I got the McPickle pounder. What the fuck is this
The
bullshit?
McPickle pounder.
Don't Google McPickle pounder. Or do,
No,
depending on
do
if
and tell us all about it.
Have y'all not seen these videos before? Do you not know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about?
Do Google it and then comment below the results.
Oh. Oh no.
Paint the
And at
most.
Dennis.
At Dennis.
well, I'm gonna save. Oh, thankfully, when I Google search McPickle pounder, the first thing that comes up is a video of someone getting a cheeseburger that instead of not having pickles has a lot of pickles on it.
Yeah, well, there's like, what is it? There's like a whole collection of them. I can't think of all of them right now. That's just you saying about all the pickles on the burger made me think of that specific one.
I asked for extra mayonnaise, not a fucking McCum shot.
They just did McDraft, and I haven't heard it
I
yet.
was just gonna watch that today, but I hadn't gotten a chance to yet.
So yes, become a Regulation Podcast Patreon member. Listen to their draft episodes. They do a McDraft of all things that are Mick. I don't think McCumshot is on there, and I have not heard the episode, but I feel very confident there are no McCumshots.
Well, we'll just have to see.
Yeah, wait and see.
I'll watch it and report back.
Could be wrong though.
Hey guys, I got a question.
Sure.
Is a bag a container, or is a container a bag?
A bag is absolutely a container. A container, however, is not a bag.
That's like all rectangles are squares, but not all squares are rectangles.
Because
Right.
that's true. That's like you trying to argue that fucking time is not made out of circles because clocks are round. Don't get me on this again.
Yeah, I'm not
David,
trying to.
nobody is
I'm not
talking about
trying to.
time. Shut your whore mouth,
No,
David.
Misty's always trying to argue with me, telling me that that's not the case and that timelines are
It is-
real. And I'm like, no, time is not made out of lines. It's made out of circles because clocks are
It
round.
is
Caboose was
called-
absolutely correct.
It is called a timeline, so time is linear. You
Why the
cannot
fuck
go
are clocks
back
round?
in time.
Why are clocks round?
They're sometimes square. You ever see a
Yeah,
grandfather
bitch.
clock?
Yes,
Grandfather clocks are long.
in what shape does the time flow?
Theoretically, you could make a clock in any shape.
Yes, you could, but the gears will flow in a circular motion, yes?
Technically, you could make a
Right
gear
or
in any
wrong?
shape.
No,
That would also-
no fucking
Wrong.
semantics, right or wrong.
Wrong. Because I will argue semantics until we are both blue in the face. You can make a gear any shape, and it would, in fact, do the exact same job.
Show me a square gear that actually works without the other gear then being square.
Dennis, I'm scared.
Me too. So, hey, do you guys not have chicken balls?
What did you just
Fuck
say?
is a chicken ball?
A ch-
When-
Wonderful transition.
I'm
It
pretty
was
sure
mentioned
chickens
in this
have balls.
episode. It was mentioned in this episode, like what chicken balls are. It makes perfect sense to me as someone who not only do I, at the store I work at, we sell chicken balls. I can go to the Chinese food restaurant across the street and I can get chicken balls there. I can go to fancier Chinese food places here. They have chicken balls. Do you guys know?
You work at the Canadian version of Waitrose?
Technically, kind of, sort of.
Hey, I didn't forget you were Canadian this episode. Look at that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah,
Shocking.
we have chicken balls. They're a very common Chinese food side dish item here. You guys don't have them?
No.
Well, I mean, Andrew does explain that chicken balls are basically like the Chinese equivalent of a chicken nugget,
Are they
right?
like popcorn chicken?
They're
Sounded like
kind of
popcorn
like
chicken, yeah.
popcorn chicken, but imagine like a corn dog batter.
Those sound fucking amazing.
Okay,
Exactly.
so
They're amazing. They're perfect. I don't know why you guys wouldn't want them. Why don't you have them?
it sounds kind of like the way that like what's it called, piece of orange chicken is made, but instead of breaded, it's
It's
fried
dough.
and it's in a batter.
Like think chicken less than the size of
You know
the
what?
chicken in a McNugget, and then put enough dough on it to turn it into golf ball sized. And those are chicken balls.
They're
Oh.
huge too. God, I
Oh,
need
yeah.
them.
Oh, so it's like
I'm gonna need
it's
you
like
to send me
a
some.
it's like an ice planet size from Firefly. Dennis, you're old enough to know what that show
Yeah.
is.
I look up chicken balls and I get like chicken meatballs, but I'm assuming that's just ground chicken made into a meatball. Air quotes.
Hey yo.
Yeah. I will make sure that we, some point soon, get to at least see the image of chicken balls so that you can all know what I'm talking about.
I feel like you being in Canada would be able to find it on a Canadian Google search, Dennis.
Hell to the yeah.
Because I feel like if also you were to look up these, if you were to look up McDonald's where you're at, you would find things like carrot muffins
Yeah.
and fucking croissants and a whole McFucking bakery.
Yes, we
It's
have
not
that.
fair.
I don't like that. That is upsetting to me. Are those hush
I put a
puppies?
picture in the chat that I googled.
Oh.
Not quite. I'm gonna put one in
Damn
the
it.
chat that
Those are
I've
breaded.
very close to it. You're on the right track. But here, I now have an image on my computer saved as chicken balls. Uploading.
What a file.
There we go.
What the fuck? See, that's
Oh.
exactly what I was imagining. That's exactly, yeah, it's like orange chicken, dude. That looks like an orange chicken fountain
so
coming over the fucking top.
spherical.
Oh, man. Those look incredible.
But
It's
imagine
funny.
like
I saw
half
a
the
very similar
radius.
picture to that.
Yeah, half the radius is dough. It's
Oh.
like a
Oh,
planetary core of chicken.
Jesus. Apparently McFuck America, man. Quote from Jeff Ramsey.
For real.
You can buy a whole box of chicken balls.
Yep, we have them for sale at my work too.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna
First
need
you
them.
had dick in a box, now you got chicken balls in a box.
I was about to say, if I wanted to go see chicken balls, I'd just, go down to the farm next to my house.
Yeah, look at his neck.
Yeah.
That might be the funniest thing you've ever said on this show, David.
Jesus. I had that one. I had that one saved too. Like I was like, okay, I gotta put this in somewhere, but it's gotta be real good. Cleverly delivered.
In this one, though, Andrew goes on massive tangents, goes on awesome hot takes. He even says he's not an egg guy because he's never had an egg.
What kind of guy is he?
He's an alien for sure.
I have
Yeah, I
Yeah,
believe
he's
it.
not a guy.
and
He's not a
stood up
guy,
for it
KP.
and mentioned how wonderful and honorable and
He's a
noble,
dishonorable man.
perfect
Mhm.
someone like Andrew Panton is in terms of their takes and entertainment value.
Dishonor on him,
What the
dishonor
fuck
on his
do you
family,
not-
and dishonor on his cow.
Just at this point in life, how do you get away with not ever eating an egg?
So, as of today, April 26th, I mean this the video came out yesterday on the Regulation Gameplay channel, but they were playing, or Andrew was playing a new Nintendo game called Tomodachi Life. It's where
Living
you
the
play with
dream.
like Mies
Yes.
and things like that, and make friends and things. And I was like, oh my, I really want to fucking play that because that
Oh, it's
looks
so fun.
that looks really just super simplistic and like something I can sit here and watch TV and play that and just, yeah, turn my fucking brain off. But
And they made Don Zimmer.
as of the episode we are currently talking about, episode 19, it was released the 7th of October in 2020. Excuse me.
Bless you.
As of this recording, April 26th, I would imagine that Andrew still has never had eggs. And he mentions that again in the Tomodachi Life video that was recently released on the Regulation Gameplay channel. Go and subscribe to their Patreon. Regulatreon.com. Oh, there we go. I've been trying to
Hashtag
remember
not a
that for
sponsor.
days. Hashtag not a
Nope.
sponsor. Yeah, exactly. Jeff, please reach out.
Just heavily plugging their stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Well, absolutely.
If we're going to
We're the most meta of meta.
based
Like,
on
come
them,
on.
we are the derivative of the derivative of the derivative, and I will take that
Exactly.
and
So
wear that badge.
we're too
proud.
deep into it.
Too deep into the lore, man.
Into a deep lore about nothing.
Absolutely. There it is.
Roll credits.
About everything and nothing all at the same time.
But I also have here as a note regarding this episode, and I wrote this down. I never want Andrew to cook me a chicken parm. he describes cooking chicken parm so badly that I wouldn't be surprised if someone got sick if they ate
This
it.
fool
How he-
didn't know that he had to cook the chicken beforehand.
I don't know if I'd trust him to boil water.
I don't
feel
trust him
like
to
Hey,
make
that's a
cereal.
dangerous game
He'd burn it.
sometimes.
He'd
Or
burn
just
water
wait
trying to
until we
boil
get
it.
to the pancake era and
Oh,
waffle
God.
era. We're getting
Oh,
there. That's coming up.
yeah.
Yeah, but see, that man almost sets himself on fire in his bedroom, Dennis, during the pancake and waffle era. And you can't tell me he doesn't.
But he has a fire extinguisher right there.
Yeah, I know
Safety first.
that he uses before everything goes down, before he almost sets himself on fire. This man thinks of safety first and then just throws it all out the window. Andrew Panton is a fever dream.
Andrew Pan, more like safety third.
Andrew Payton for prime minister. I'd vote for him.
Yikes. No.
No.
Dennis, I'd be
Here.
so scared for you.
So glad I'm not Canadian, if that would be the case.
I would be so scared for you, Dennis.
He'd do a better job
I
at
wouldn't
it.
be as scared as
would.
that's neither here nor there.
And I have a few notes here that I just don't quite have context for, like fuck 1% milk and other crazy milks. I don't even know what that's in reference to now.
Because it's basically
Jeff hates
water.
milk.
It's like a little bit of milk dribbled in.
Yeah, 1%
Bullshit.
is just it's just water with
It's like semi milky
milk
water.
powder.
Oh,
Like a
Skim.
tablespoon of milk water.
Skim milk
It's-
sucks.
Well, I
It's
also
like
have...
the LaCroix of milk.
One of my notes was chocolate milk is goated. I'm pretty sure that's when Andrew was saying that he's never had chocolate milk or doesn't know if he likes chocolate milk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
then they
think
talk
strawberry
about how they're
milk is
getting
really
different-
good.
Strawberry milk is so freaking good.
Strawberry milk is definitely underrated. It
I will
Like
bring
deserves-
you-
Nesquik strawberry milk, that's where it's at.
I'll raise you one better. There is a local farm near me that they make their own milk, and sometimes in the summer for like a limited time, they do orange milk. It tastes exactly like an
like an
orange creamsicle. Yes.
Oh, I knew you were gonna
Oh
fucking
my-
say that, KP.
So good. So good.
I need it. I
And then in
need
the
it.
fall-
I need it
Oh,
so
I
bad.
need that in my life.
In the fall, they do maple milk. That's also very
God.
good.
Oh my
Mhm.
fucking god.
I'm not a huge maple
That sounds
fan.
incredible.
Mhm.
Nesquik also does like a strawberry banana milk. During my
Ooh.
pregnancy
I'm
with
not a
my
strawberry
youngest,
banana guy.
during my pregnancy with my youngest, oh my god, I lived off of that shit. Like I would threaten murder death to people if I sent someone to the store to get me my strawberry banana milk and they didn't have it. I'm like, I'll just burn down the entire store. They'll get it
No.
eventually, right?
As someone who does that job, it doesn't work that way. But at the same time, as someone who does that job, you never want to fuck with a pregnant woman. They will
Absolutely.
Oh god, no.
get what they
Especially
want.
not the second go around. My first pregnancy with my daughter, picture freaking perfect. Pregnancy with my son, polar fucking opposite. It sucked so bad. So that was the pregnancy where I literally told people, I was like, if I don't like the look of your face that day, don't even think about coming within 30 square miles of me. I will feel your presence and I will be murderous.
Damn, now I'm really craving some strawberry milk.
Yeah.
It could be worse. It could be craving to get pregnant, but wrong podcast.
My current son's all I need right now.
My fish keep me busy.
Dennis, do you remember a sitcom that Jeff was talking about called Anything But Love?
I do not remember this show.
I have never seen it, and I was not alive when it was on television, but I've seen like pieces of like I've seen articles and snippets of it. And from what I can tell, it was a pretty decent show.
I have
Um,
no clue what Jeff was referring to when he was talking about this show.
They were talking about Richard Lewis, I think, because that's
Richard
one of the notes
Lewis.
I have.
they were.
Yeah, when it was him and Jamie Lee Curtis,
Mm-hmm.
back when Jamie Lee Curtis would do television.
Yeah, that
And
was the show that Jamie Lee was on, was Anything But Love. And I believe he was as well.
and I see I mostly remember Richard Lewis from like Robin Hood, Men in Tights.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that's about all I remember him from, other than like little bits in Curb Your Enthusiasm here and there. But like from back then, all he was the Robin Hood Men in Tights guy.
When I was initially listening to this episode, I really didn't know who Richard Lewis was. I looked up a picture of him. I'm like, oh, there's a haunting man. Then I realized he died. He's been dead. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, he is haunting.
Yeah. Probably haunting
Yeah,
me.
Richard Lewis was on Anything But Love with Jamie Lee from 89 to 92.
I
But
know
the
him from something
conversation
else. What was
became
it?
it became about how Richard Lewis and Jamie Lee Curtis at the time were relatively equivalent in attractiveness conventionally. You like what you like, and people, there's no one beauty standard we all have to meet, but conventionally they were both attractive at the time. And then Richard Lewis really fell off, in Jeff's opinion, and Jamie Lee Curtis is a timeless treasure. Which made me wonder, is there a celebrity that to you used to be super hot, but now just looks like butt?
I have a deep admiration and love for David Bowie, and when he has, before he passed, I don't even think he looked terrible. Like he looked like he was sick and he was dealing with a lot. But he didn't look horrible, And he didn't look like decrepit and things like that. But he has looked, in my opinion, I don't swing that way, but in my opinion, I think David Bowie has been a different kind of hot in every era of his life. Kind of physically attractive every era of his life. But somebody I would consider that particular opinion is Tim Curry. Tim Curry looks like he's been hit by a fucking truck.
Didn't he have like
He had
multiple
a stroke.
strokes?
I know he had a stroke, but like, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Surviving a stroke like that and surviving and doing the things that Tim Curry has done has made him look like he has been hit by a fucking truck. And I admire him for, still kicking is what I'm trying to get at, basically. But like, yeah, I would have that opinion that like Tim Curry used to be super, super hot. Like now he looks terrible.
I will allow you to hold your opinion regarding Tim Curry, but that man has lived a lot of life.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly why I had to say after it.
Circumstances have not necessarily been kind to them.
No,
Treasure
absolutely
of a
not.
man.
No,
On
you're right.
Travolta, he definitely used to be hot as shit. Now
He's
not
like
so much.
aging in reverse.
Oh, with that
Travolta looks like looks so weird now.
He's like a vampire. he went bald and then he like de-aged about 20 years.
Well, I'm going to give the answer that comes to my mind when I think of this, and then I'm going to remind you of someone who, to me, kind of fell off, but then absolutely picked back up. When I was a little kid, I loved the show Full House.
Mm,
I thought Bob Saget
Such a good show.
should have been my dad. I would have, and probably would have been better off that way, but still would have kept
Yikes.
the really bad sense of humor, but still. And
Hey.
to me, people who fell off because they just seemed like they were going to be the quintessential, I guess, teen idols as they got older and older were Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen.
Yeah.
And they
Mm.
reached like peak cuteness or attractiveness probably when they were 15 or 16. And then after that, first off, I don't think they care about how people view them because they've got success and money and have moved on from the acting game a long time ago. And so
Yeah, they have.
they're not
Mhm.
trying to live up to anybody's opinions. So amen to that. Respect to them for that. But they have probably done a lot of substances that do a lot of bad things to you. And I just look at them and it's like 13-year-old me thought that they were going to be cute. No, they weren't. And yet, sticking with the same show, Jodie Sweetin is a freaking beautiful, wonderful, funny, talented, and
What a knockout.
inspiring person from everything that she's gone through and faced. And
Yeah.
respect to her for, living her life the way she has and coming through on the other side of, her stresses and struggles. And yes, she is an absolutely stunning, lovely woman.
For sure, a smooth show.
See, an
Somebody who-
actor. Oh,
Somebody who was
Go
brought
ahead.
to mind who was ageless is Sam Elliott.
oh yeah.
Like he evolves through the eras of his life.
So does Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh no, he's fallen off, if you ask me.
Not as drastically as Sam Elliott, though. Like Sam Elliott, when he was in his early 30s, looked way different than he started to look when he was in his 40s and 50s, and now that he's in like his 70s and 80s, he looks the same as he did when he was in like his early or mid and late 60s, but like just older, you know?
Yeah, but that's like old on top of an old.
There's
His face has
someone.
evolved. Yeah, it's weird, but it's strange to see and to analyze it that way, but like it doesn't look terrible.
See, Steve Carell comes to my mind because one of my favorite movies of all time is Little Miss
yeah.
Sunshine. Him in that movie, he's like gorgeous in that movie. But then he goes on to do The Office. Wow, don't like how he looks when he's on The Office, but within like the past couple years, the kind of like more independent shows and stuff that he's done, oh my god, he looks so good.
He is
Like-
a handsome man.
He is. What my mom has been watching.
My favorite Steve Carell movie is Night at the Museum, and then I see him as Michael Scott in The Office, and I'm like, how do you look?
He was in that.
Oh no, that's Ben Stiller. Sorry, Steve Carell is from fucking Evan Almighty.
Yeah.
It's Evan Almighty is my favorite with Steve Carell, and then I see him as Michael Scott in The Office, and I'm like, wait a minute, how can you look that good in this movie,
I
look the same
know.
basically in this show, but you look like such a fucking dork? I don't get
It's
it.
designed that way.
So much of that is talent.
It is. No, it absolutely is. No, 100%.
Yeah.
It's the acting that he is putting on, like making that veiled personality trait come out, and it's just making me see him. It's making me see this attractive man with this veil of dork in front of him, and I'm like, I don't,
The veil of Dork.
the
Veil
veil of
of
dork.
Dork.
Yes. I can, I couldn't think of anything better. I thought it was pretty clever.
Saying that, I will say another actor that I've seen a very, very large resurgence of, Noah Wiley with The Pit.
Oh, yes.
Oh my god. First of all,
That
that
man
show
looks like
is
a lumberjack, but he's a fucking
incredible.
doctor. I don't get
I
it.
know. Oh my god, but
Don't
then
get
I
it.
recently went back and started watching ER, and I'm like, "Oh my god, like he's always been like he's always looked good. Oh my gosh, my mom's right. Okay." But it's incredible
Oh,
to
he's always
see.
looked like that. He's always
Oh,
looked like that.
oh yeah, but then, the years have been so kind to that man.
Oh,
Oh
absolutely.
my
That man
god.
has aged like fucking wine.
Hmm.
I think a lot of that, whether it be
Keanu Reeves has
Ooh,
also
Keanu Reeves
aged
is a
yes.
good one.
time-wise. Mm.
but it's like no matter whether you're a man or a woman, don't give in to the pressures of doing something drastic to your looks in terms of like cosmetic surgery. It's one thing to do minor things here and there, but I believe from the consensus among the group here is the people that do the least amount of drastic alterations to themselves or the least amount of crazy substances are the ones who do age like a fine wine.
Hmm.
You
I
know
say
somebody
my
like that? Bruce Campbell. You
I
know what
say
I'm
my
talking about, Dennis.
my prime example of having too much work and it not being that great, the leading ladies of Friends. Like you look at
Oh
Jennifer
yeah.
Aniston and Courtney Cox and Lisa Kudrow. You go back and you watch Friends, like, oh my gosh, these are three gorgeous girls, and then you look at them now and you're like, I mean, I guess in some regard they are still like attractive, but it's like, why did you do that to yourself? Why didn't you just let time do its thing?
I,
That's one
I
thing that I will say is Hollywood is fucking it's a nightmare. More specifically for women, just because there is that constant, you have to look a certain way in order to stay relevant.
Oh,
And so
absolutely.
they spend hundreds of thousands of dollars sticking shit in their faces and their bodies to be like, oh my God, look at me, I'm still relevant. And then the new wave of actors and actresses come in and they're like, you're old news, bye.
Though I will say another, like one of my also prime examples of, I don't know how much, if she's done anything to her. I mean, regardless, rest in peace, Catherine O'Hara. Oh my gosh, she looked good up until like
absolutely.
her passing. Like incredible, incredible actress, incredible lady.
Absolutely.
I always wished that she was my mom as mom from Home Alone.
Who say mom from Beetlejuice?
Oh, I'd take that too over my mom. But yes,
At
the
least a
Hollywood
mom in Home
system
Alone would
definitely kind of it
kind of
can
care.
people up, especially towards women. It's
Mm-hmm.
not very kind to them, and for every person who kind of escapes from that or has their talent transcend their age, people like Meryl Streep, you have dozens upon dozens of people who wind up worse for wear because of it. And so respect beauty where you find it, respect yourself, and respect the talent that's out there.
And
This
speaking
has
of Meryl
been a
Streep, she
heartwarming
looks
moment.
incredible.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I just seen her last week on the Late Show with Stephen Colbert, and holy crap, she looks great.
And she always will.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of those timeless ladies.
100%. I can't wait to watch The Devil Wears Prada 2, man.
Oh my god, I'm
If that
so
says
excited.
anything about me, audience.
I'm looking forward to it.
Excited to see
Probably,
Stanley
even
Tucci
though-
again. See, I
Guys,
know
I have a serious question for you.
Okay.
Mhm.
Is a beanie a hat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All beanies are hats, but not
Not all hats are
Ooh.
beanies.
Oh my god.
very
Hey,
few hats.
I love that we came back to that.
I think it
Our
depends on
resident
the
Andrew
season.
Panton. Our resident actual pencil eater, Andrew Panton.
I love how there's silence after saying that. So yes,
That
we
is something
should
we should talk about this episode.
we should address
Yeah.
that in terms of, hey, update everybody.
It's time to address the pencil in the room.
There was a pencil in the room. I am
Maybe he was
someone.
trying to just shave the time away so he wouldn't have to.
We're all so funny
I
here.
thought it was good.
It didn't click
He's-
for me
he's
for a
gonna-
second.
An
He's
honorable
just
man.
trying
fucking
to-
dumb.
Trying to erase all this from his memory.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hurt. I took it upon myself to follow through with something that I said I would do and do on behalf of the great honorable man, Andrew Panton. And I ate the pencil.
You really led the charge on that one, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Horse. It was one of the grossest things I've ever done in my life. I thought it was going to be quick. I thought I could get it done in like 10 minutes. I swear. That took me over an hour.
I thought it was
Oh
gonna be
my
quick too. I
God.
watched it after my therapy the other day, and
I
man,
needed
that
therapy
was...
after.
I was sitting in my car. I was looking at my phone and I see the notification pop up. I'm like, oh, Dennis posted something to the channel. Huh? No. And then clicked on the video. I'm like, oh my god, he did it.
I did it. It happened.
I was so proud of you, Dennis.
Oh my god,
And
yeah.
my thought was, if someone is going to do it, the only way to do it and do it correctly is you got to mask that flavor, because no one likes the flavor of pencil.
I was wondering what you were gonna do. I thought you were gonna put him on a sandwich like Andrew suggested.
No, because that wouldn't have worked. I was very curious, and so I did take a bite of pencil shaving, and it felt like I was chewing on mostly dry leaves.
Your
Like-
face was so good the whole video, dude. Oh my lord. It was so good.
It was gross, and I knew I was going to have to mask this. And the yogurt masked the flavor. But what it didn't mask was that little extra bit of texture. And every single bite, there was like a flake of it sticking to the roof of my mouth. And it
Oh.
was like, ugh. And so there were a couple of times where I'm like, I have to go and get up and grab a drink. And so I went through multiple glasses of water, 2 bottles of chocolate milk, one of which I was going to save for like a celebratory, hey, I did it drink after finishing all of it. No, it didn't work out that way. And I was just done. I put everything on pause, recorded like the first basically 5 minutes of it and the last 5 minutes of it. And the 50 minutes in between weren't much better. But that would have made for a boring. It would have been very repetitive. There is no director's cut.
Say the super
There
cut.
is no Lord of the Rings.
I need the Dennis cut.
There
Thank
is-
you.
Yeah.
it was cut once, and that's all it's going to be cut. That's it.
See,
It's
I
super
feel like
gonna
you putting it in yogurt was a good
I thought it was a smart call.
idea beginning. I think it was a good idea beginning, see, because you masked the flavor of it. However, you did not mask the texture, nor did you mask the pencil shaving's ability to flow through the viscosity of your yogurt, Mr. Dennis.
Now, here's
So-
what I've learned.
If you'd
I
have put it
shall
on
share what
if
I've
you'd have put it
learned.
on a sandwich, then it would have mixed in with the bread when you were chewing it, mixed in with whatever you made the sandwich out of, whether it be peanut butter and jelly or like a meat, like a regular sandwich, like a fucking
Like a ham
turkey-
sandwich.
like a ham sandwich, whatever. You could have made a grilled cheese sandwich.
I will say though, as this podcast resident pencil eating expert now, and that'll go on my resume.
Absolutely,
I can say
I love it.
absolutely.
if, and this is a gigantic if, and do not consider this me putting my self out there again or opening my big fucking mouth again. What I would do differently is take the pencil shavings that I had, then put them into like a coffee grinder and like almost turn it into a powder, and then mix that into like a gingerbread cookie dough
Ooh.
and
Ooh.
and put a bunch of icing on it and have Andrew Panton pencil cookies.
Pencil cookies.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is the
We
next
should-
time that you lose a bet or that Andrew loses a bet, this is what we have to make you go and listen back to.
I am not
Yeah.
wagering for my own health and well-being and my time on a bet that Andrew Panton loses. Because while he
feel like-
is an honorable
I mean,
man,
you already did it once before. You already
Yeah,
did it
we-
once
he's an
before.
honorable
What's
man.
the harm in
For this
doing it again?
dishonorable weasel.
He's
I feel
allowed
like
to
if you're
lose.
gonna make a pencil with pencil shavings, it needs to be pencil shaped.
Yeah.
We could bake you a cake
A pencil
and
cake.
put the pencil
Pencil
shavings in the
cake.
thing. Yeah, pencil cake and make it pencil shaped.
Well, I
I could just do
appreciate
that.
everyone's wonderful construction here, and it makes me happy. But yeah,
I saved all this shit for the show. Are you kidding me?
yeah, I'm not. No, you're not kidding, and it's much appreciated. So, I do have to say, out of everything that was done and said in regards to this, my favorite comment on the video was someone just saying, "Wow." Shout out to him, our friend over at Flying the Coop commented, "Wow," and that says it all right there. Again, very succinct, very precise. Just one word and said it backwards. Wow, and it was done, and it shall never be done again.
So now we need to change your name on Discord from Patty
No,
Cakes to
no,
Pencil Cakes.
No,
Got it.
No,
I've been trying to think about that for 5 minutes, you guys.
I've been trying to think of how to transition away from this.
Nah, we're staying here, Dennis. Are you kidding me?
No.
Come on, you're our
Anyways,
resident pencil
Andrew-
eater.
Andrew, though,
You did this to
did-
yourself.
in reference to the said pencil bet, Andrew did say on this episode that Jeff and Gavin did win the court case.
And then he also mentions that he has become the most dishonorable judge in history.
No, he says that he is a judge now because he went to a website called hiredjudge.com and signed up to be a judge. Now, here's the thing. Did you guys know that hiredjudge.com is still a website that exists and is fully operational?
My God,
Did
Dennis
not
is
know
about
that.
to tell us he became a judge.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that I signed
Did
up to be
you?
a judge on Hired
God
Judge?
damn it!
Oh my god.
I've not heard back
I
anything.
knew it!
They're gonna do a background check. They're gonna know what you do. You're in cahoots with
Oh
them.
God! Ben,
I
change your
This
name.
podcast is
now,
on your
here's the
resume.
thing. Here's the thing. When Andrew went through and filled out all of his qualifications, he put himself as like a score of 5 in terms of expertise on every level. And that did him
Out
in.
of what?
5 out of 5. It's like a
Oh.
star system. Like,
Oh.
Yep,
like
leave it to
basically
dishonorable
not
Andrew Panton.
knowledgeable to expert. I put myself at a 1 or in a couple of cases a 2 because I am an honest, honorable man.
Of course you are.
I've not heard back from them.
You're Bizarro Panton.
You know, I'll take that.
You're doing all of the honorable things that this weasel has weaseled his way out of. This
Number
fever dream of a
2,
man.
pencil.
Yeah, see? We're already on to the second thing here, Dennis. You've eaten the
Okay.
pencil.
He's becoming him.
You are
I
becoming Bizarro Panton, doing all of the honorable things that this fever dream of a man weasels his way out of every week on the podcast.
I am evil Andrew Panton, and I do not watch ladies pissing in the street.
Yeah.
well, I don't watch ladies pissing in the street.
So you're evil
So, wait.
Andrew.
Because regular Andrew has the mustache, does that mean you don't have the mustache?
I don't have a mustache.
There, yeah. See,
Perfect.
we
I have-
already, yeah.
I have grown goatee before, and even had like a long ass goatee. And that whole trope about people from like the mirror universe in Star Trek, the evil ones are the ones with goatees.
Yeah.
The ones with the
I'm not doing
goatee.
myself any
Wow.
favors here,
What a callback.
but yeah. Moving on.
Does anyone else have anything for episode 19, or do we go straight into 20?
I think it was funny that Andrew tried to ensure that the community would be on his side in the container bag debate by not Andrew tries to ensure the community is on his side by having a picture of a bag posted on Twitter and just asking what is
What
this?
is this?
And
What
not
is
is this a bag or a container?
But it is both of the things.
Exactly.
One of my notes: fruit bag sounds like an insult, and I still stand
It
by
really
that.
does.
Yeah, I'm like, this sounds like a slur. Like, what are we doing?
Sounds like the Canadian. It sounds like the Canadian version of calling someone a fruitcake.
Yeah.
Dennis, any thoughts?
Actually,
As
I
a
have,
resident Canadian,
as a resident fruit bag.
Yeah.
As our resident.
No, I do agree with Andrew that the idea of a fruit bag is odd in general. Like getting a bag of fruit from anywhere, like a restaurant. I know that they do it for like the little bags of apple slices or the bags of
Yeah.
pineapple chunks. Okay.
It's immediately what I thought of.
Okay, well, counterpoint. At the grocery store, they have those plastic bags that you can tear off to put like your apples in and like your oranges. You weigh them on the scale.
That is just a receptacle for holding them when you can't juggle them yourself.
That's a
I
fruit
can't
bag,
juggle
my friend.
period.
That's a fruit
So-
bag.
That's a fucking fruit. No, don't even. Dennis, that is a fruit bag.
Yes, fruit bag. What do you
Yeah,
put in there?
You
Fruit.
work
not
at
a
a
container.
supermarket.
Yes, I do. Not
So
in
if
the
you put
produce
vegetables in
department.
it, does that mean that it's a vegetable bag then?
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Just a bag. A
Or
bag.
is it just always a fruit bag?
So,
Fruit bag seems like it would have some special fruity quality to it, whereas a bag of fruit sounds like something totally different to me.
It's a plastic fucking bag. Like, what do you want from it? It gets
Yeah,
your produce from
sustenance.
point A to point B.
I want to
It's
know
not
what it's called.
a plastic
produce
bag.
bag.
Pronouns, KP.
Oh my god.
It's just a produce bag. Calm down.
I'm going to do something that I don't normally often do, and that is actually conflate my work with my, podcasting. So I'm going to actually go to the website that I order all my store supplies from and go in there and
See what they call
what
it.
we can do.
Real quick,
Yeah.
while you're doing that, I've worked in like the food industry for a number of years. Like I've worked in kitchens and stuff like that. Ones that prep their own produce, and ones that don't prep their own produce. So when I worked at the movie theater, the Cinebar, when I was working in the kitchens there was some produce that we prepped by hand that we would cut up, and then we would toss in Cambrios and shit to be put on the line to be put as toppings on like pizzas or burgers or whatever. But then there was some that we would get in like in bags that would come from like larger supply companies like Syntax and shit like that, right? And after the pandemic, they started getting a lot more of their stuff that way. Like a lot of their produce and a lot of their like pizza toppings and things they would put on foods. And the pineapple that we would put on pizzas were like little chunked pineapples, And before the pandemic, we would slice our own pineapples in-house. We would get like fucking 16 pineapples on a truck, and we'd have to slice that motherfucker into chunks and then put it all in a Cambrio for the next couple of days. That's well, I mean, yeah.
So I posted into the chat. I logged into my store's account
Produce
for
bag.
supplies. And yes, it is called a produce roll bag HDPE 11 by 17 clear. We get 6,000 of these tiny little bags. We pay $55.66 Canadian for it. I'm going to do a quick little conversion chart here.
Like those fruits and
We
stuff,
can
they come
figure it out.
in plastic bags. But they're like completely sealed and everything, so we have to like cut them open and then dump them into the Cambrios.
Mhm.
But I wouldn't necessarily call those fruit bags per se either. I would call them like I would just call them bags in general. And honestly, I wouldn't even call them bags. I would just more call them pockets, because they don't really I guess they don't have an opening like a bag would. And a pocket, depending on the type of pocket you're considering,
Pocket is
has
like
an
a
opening.
bag for your pants.
Right, but an air pocket if you have an air pocket somewhere, it's just one
It's like a bag of
literal
air
pocket
that
of
doesn't
air.
have
It's like
a
a bag of
seal in it.
air yeah.
Surface tension creating its own bag,
Exactly.
which apples
So
cannot do, so they go in a produce bag, which I've determined cost in American dollars .6 cents per bag. So that's about how much you'd be paying for those tiny little bags that are on the rolls that you rip off one and put your, apples or oranges or kumquats or kiwis in. Yeah. We're doing
I
math.
love how he's calling it a produce bag, but every piece of produce he just named off that he would put in there are all fruits.
Yeah, it's kind of suspicious.
It's kind of suspicious there, Dennis.
Why? Okay, fruit bag. I'm agreeing that fruit bag.
He's giving in.
No,
He's
I'm okay.
giving in.
I would not call it a fruit container. To me, a container is something that has a lid or is a specialty shape, like those novelty popcorn buckets. Buckets are containers.
Absolutely.
Buckets aren't bags.
So a container to me is like a receptacle that technically only has 5 walls, not 6. A box would be a container with a lid.
Yeah.
Yeah, boxes should have lids. Containers can have lids. They don't necessarily have
Containers
to have
can
lids,
have lids, but they don't have to. That's
but
why,
ideally
yeah.
should have lids, but that's different. Because sometimes with a container, you don't want, just like with a box, sometimes you don't want what is in the container or box to get out very easily. If I'm putting something into a bag, it means I want to be able to easily get into that bag and pull it out.
But containers aren't always squared or box shaped. They're sometimes round.
Oh yeah.
What you mean,
Or
like time?
If we're gonna
rectangle.
argue semantics,
Okay, how many people
I was
here?
just about to say this has really been a semantics episode, hasn't it, you guys?
How many people here own a purse?
Purse.
oh no, what?
A purse.
How many people here own a purse?
I do.
And if you own a purse, would you call your purse a bag?
No, I call it a purse.
Okay. Would you say that your purse falls under the classification of bag?
Only because it is technically a tote. It's a tote bag. It's not
Okay.
necessarily. It's
Yeah,
not technically a
absolutely.
purse.
Okay.
Oh, mine's a crossbody.
So mine's
It's
just like
a
an
little
over,
tiny purse.
like a tote bag.
If you were to go to a fancier store to get a specialty purse,
Like a handbag,
like to go
like an old
get
lady
a
handbag.
Prada bag or a Gucci bag, you're not going to the Prada container store. You're going to the Prada bag store, and they have bags there, not containers. They might have a container of bags, but they don't have a bag full of containers.
But what if they did?
Say yeah, but what if they did?
Yeah, what if? You'd slap a brand label on anything.
You
Seriously.
absolutely can.
They put fucking latex balloons on shoes now and think that that's hot shit. So
Oh yeah. You ever seen a pair of
Ugly.
tabbies? They're so ugly.
I have not, but I don't think I want to after that.
you don't. I mean, it's worth a look, but you don't.
See, this is what I'm talking about. We need to put the pictures on the episode.
It's very unassuming. They're not okay. There's worse things in the world, but this is what they look like.
Okay.
The draw is that you have like a toe pocket, and it's just weird.
That looks.
It's like wearing cow hooves.
I was gonna
Basically.
say it's
I
like
was just gonna
the-
say it looks
the
like
kind
cow
of
hooves.
shoes a cow would get married in.
Absolutely, it looks like cow shoes.
Cow shoes.
Talk about horseshoes are shaped like a horse's foot, right? They're shaped in that U shape, like the bottom of their hoof.
Yes.
Those look like the bottom of a cow's foot.
Technically, that looks like the top of a cow foot. Again, if we're going to argue the
Well,
semantics of it.
like the way that their foot separates, like the whole anatomy of their foot, like the way the bone is. If you've ever looked at a cow foot bone,
Yes, I have. I'm obsessed with
well,
cows.
I figured you might be the one person who had. I didn't think the other two were super fucking weird.
Fuck you. You're adopted.
You're the one who's obsessed with cow. You fucking said it first. Don't fuck you to me. When you go, I am the one obsessed with cows. Of course I've seen a cow's foot. Yeah, I figured you would have been the one to have seen a cow's foot.
Yeah,
KP was talking about a farm near her earlier, so maybe
I
they
don't
saw cow
work on
too.
it. I
No,
sometimes
I don't
Yeah,
work
but
on
I don't
farm
think
either.
KP would be.
Well-
I don't think KP would be super weird enough to fucking be like, "Ooh, I'm gonna look at that cow's foot."
Okay, first off, don't make it sound like it's a
Jesus.
sexual thing.
you've turned me into the Bizarro Panton. Don't turn KP into the Bizarro Nick.
Hey, no. I did not sign up for this.
No, and that is why I'm defending you
I'm
here.
Bizarro Nick, then I'll be into hands. That's the opposite, right?
Be in the hands.
Yes? Feet are gross.
Yeah.
Oh, feet are
Uh,
feet, and I'm not
I
gonna
think-
yuck someone's yum, but
I won't yuck their yum, but if I could live a fully functioning life without my feet, I would chop them off in a heartbeat.
I think Jeff finally
silence.
introing the episode at 44 minutes and 6 seconds, just before the end of the podcast, is freaking hilarious. Eric came on and told them they needed to end the podcast, and then he's like, "Oh wait, we haven't even done the intro yet."
And we never started.